price increases moderated in the United States last month in the latest sign that the inflation pressures that had gripped the nation might be easing as the economy slows and consumers grow more cautious. Consumer inflation reached 7.7% in October from a year earlier and 0.4% from September, the Labor Department said Thursday. The year-over-year gain was the smallest since January. Excluding volatile food and energy prices, core inflation rose 6.3% in the last 12 months and 0.3% from September. The numbers were all lower than economists had expected. Even with last month's tentative easing of inflation, the Federal Reserve is widely expected to keep raising interest rates to try to stem persistently high price increases. Many economists warn, though, that in continuing to aggressively tighten credit, the Fed is likely to cause a recession by next year. Like many other countries, the United States is struggling to control inflation, which is pressuring millions of households and dimming the outlook for the economy as the Fed keeps raising borrowing costs for businesses and consumers. The acceleration of inflation was unleashed by shortages of supplies and labor after the pandemic recession, by a burst of consumer spending fueled by vast federal aid and by cutoffs of food and energy after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So far this year, the Fed has raised its benchmark interest rate 6 times in sizable increments, heightening the risk that prohibitively high borrowing rates, for mortgages, auto purchases and other high-cost expenses, will tip the world's largest economy into recession. Inflation was near the top of many voters' minds in the midterm congressional elections that ended Tuesday. Their economic anxieties contributed to the loss of Democratic seats in the House of Representatives, though Republicans failed to score the huge political gains that many had expected. Even at its current high levels, inflation by some measures has begun to ease and could continue to do so in coming months.